So this story starts when I was born into a family of Jehovah Witnesses. However, before I go into my experiences and why I left, let's go into a quick summary of the Jehovah Witness beliefs. Keep in mind that I was in my early teens when I left Jehovah Witnesses, and it has been at least 15 years since I had anything to do with them. So if my explanation is a bit off, I don't really care. The Jehovah Witnesses had 10 years to teach me their beliefs, so that's on them. Also, I will sometimes shorten Jehovah Witness to JW. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. The Jehovah Witnesses are a Christian religion. The main difference between the Jehovah Witnesses and more mainstream Christian religions is that the Jehovah Witnesses believe God is a title, and the name of the current God is Jehovah. They believe Jehovah and Jesus are two separate entities, and that Jesus will become the new God after Armageddon. They believe that only a few humans go to heaven when they die. Instead, most Jehovah Witnesses will never die, and they will live as immortals in an eternal paradise. There are also a few books that aren't normally included in the Bible and the Jehovah Witness version, like the Book of Enoch and the Book of Jubilee. They believe each Jehovah Witness should go door to door and to get as many converts as possible. They don't also celebrate any holidays other than their version of Passover. That is the core belief of the JWs. However, there's a second set of beliefs that the JWs in my kingdom all have. These beliefs border on superstitions. They aren't formally taught in the Kingdom Hall, but spread like rumors through the congregation. I wouldn't mention these, but they are like 50% of what the Jehovah Witnesses actually believe, and more interesting than the JW's core beliefs. Here is a few examples. The first is magic is real, but all magic is based on demons. Meditation opens your soul to demon possession. The scriptwriter of E.T. sold his soul to Satan. Psychic Pokemon cards can summon skateboarding ghosts. This rumor actually started with my brother and one of his friends. Finally, my favorite is that if you wear a baseball hat backwards, that 100% means you're in a gang. I imagine that different Kingdom Halls had different secondary beliefs, but these were the ones my Kingdom Hall had. So now that we got the beliefs of the JWs out of the way, I must confess I never believed any of the core beliefs, not even as a small child. Being a Jehovah Witness was fun. I might not have been so skeptical of their beliefs, but it was not. One of the worst parts of being a JW is they have meetings like 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday mornings. These meetings would last 1 to 2 hours. However, if you include prep time, travel time, and socialization, a Sunday meeting could easily eat up 4 hours of your day. The JWs didn't have Sunday school, so they forced the children to listen to these boring-ass meetings. When I would go to these meetings, I would spend all that time just daydreaming or drawing. The second thing is it was very lonely being a JW child, since socialization outside is discouraged. Most of the adults were mean or weird. The kids are okay, but most of them live so far away that I couldn't hang out with them on a daily basis. Even in the context of the Jehovah Witnesses, I was an outcast. So I had to be alone in my normal life, and then with the JWs. So that was my experience. Now here's why I left. One day, when I was in the 9th or 10th grade, my mom took me to the local Little League park, and there I saw my little brother playing baseball. Growing up, I always wanted to play baseball, but my father would never let me because of the Jehovah Witnesses. This was a straw that broke the camel's back, and I never went to another meeting for the rest of my life. Why was I making myself miserable when my dad was fine, breaking the Jehovah Witnesses rules when he felt like it? Later, when I would meet Jehovah Witnesses as an adult, I asked about the sports thing, and they lied and said it was a personal choice. It was most definitely not, and I lost any respect for the JWs as a group. For years after I left the Jehovah Witnesses, I would have nightmares where I found myself back in the Kingdom Hall, and I would be unable to leave. I would say that I've heard some real horror stories about other Kingdom Halls, and to my knowledge, mine wasn't that bad compared to what seems to be the average. So that's the story of being born in a Jehovah Witness family. Were you born into a strange religion? Leave a comment down below. Like and subscribe. See you next time.